The Soviet Su-27 fighter became one of the best combat aircraft made by the Sukhoi Design Bureau. It had an impressive range, a high top speed, a good payload, and modern avionics, all of which allowed it to compete with many other aircraft and even outperform some. But the promising future of this machine went down when the Soviet Union collapsed. Russia had no money to purchase a large pool of new fighters. Other former Soviet republics had even less. To survive in the new reality, the Sukhoi Bureau had to try its hand at the international market, which meant looking for foreign buyers and competing against very experienced opponents. Fortunately for the company, it did have something to offer. Back in the late 1980s, after the Su-27 had been in the air for a few years, it became clear that a two-seat combat aircraft would be a great addition. A single pilot simply had too much to think about, especially if they had to command a wing. Engineers decided to base the new prototype on the two-seat combat trainer version, the Su-27UB. It received air refueling equipment, a new satellite navigation system, and an improved radar. Designated the Su-30, the new fighter made its maiden flight back in 1988. And that was the very plane that the Sukhoi Bureau proposed for export. The aircraft visited multiple air shows across the globe, with its pilots performing aerobatic stunts as part of its promotion. For a pretty affordable price, potential buyers could receive a versatile aircraft capable of fighting in air combat and delivering ground strikes. The Su-30 had few direct competitors. The F-16 belonged to a different class, while the F-15 had a much bigger price tag. The Eurofighter Typhoon was the main opponent in many regards, but the Russian plane was more attractive for some customers because the manufacturer offered a domestic production license. India ended up being one of the main buyers for the Su-30. Its interest was among the major contributing factors to the project's development. A series of upgrades pushed the combat potential of the machine even further. One of the most notable new additions was the AL-31FP engine with thrust vector control. While the early Su-27 was simply a good performer, the Su-30 became a genuine, super maneuverable fighter that boasts an uncompromising advantage over any enemy in close combat. Besides, the engineers continued to improve the avionics, with new equipment being made in partnership with Israel and France. The resulting aircraft was a true export hit. India employs no less than a few hundred of them, and the list of other buyers includes China, Algeria, Vietnam, Kazakhstan, Venezuela, Malaysia, and others. The Su-30 became the lifesaver for one of the major aircraft manufacturers in Russia. Its success also helped the Su-27 family to live and thrive to this day. And so far, it doesn't seem like it's ready to retire, even with fifth-generation fighters around.